Hello everyone, welcome to a quarterfinals match here in the Collegiate Chess League Spring 2023 playoffs. This is Division 3. This is University of Massachusetts at Amherst against McGill University, I believe in Canada. The games have just started, so this is a good time to check those games out. So let's dive right in. This is a big match, all right? This is playoffs, quarterfinals. This is an elimination game, so I believe University of Massachusetts has earned their spot directly to quarterfinals from the regular season standings. McGill, I believe, won in the previous playoff round. I could be mistaken there. Maybe I should check. Just an idea. But what I do know is that the winner of this match will go on to play in the semifinals, which means that they're the final four team remaining in their division. So, yes, McGill beats Purdue 10-6 to earn their spot here. University of Massachusetts won their group. So, yeah, this is a big game. The winner of this match is guaranteed to win at least $500. So there's some cash prizes on the line, exclamation point prizes in the chat to see. So yeah, this is the first game underway. Looks like we've got Nathan from UMass, Thunderpup, taking on Gene Man Past Pions. That's Adam Madanchi from McGill from Canada, board 2. So looks like UMass is definitely the favorite in the seeding based off regular season standings. But are they the favorites in this matchup? I'm not sure. There's only one game underway right now, so we're going to have to wait for the rest of them. Maybe I'll refresh and see if we've got any other games going on. I do know that UMass has a national master, which is pretty good. Adit Bhatia, one of their captains. But yeah, this is Division 3, so you've got some strong players. I believe the board 4s are both under 2,000, but they're still pretty high rated for both teams. I could actually double check that. Let's see. Yeah, board 4 for UMass is 1,800, but board 4 for McGill is 1,900. So, all right, I see actually all 4 games now are underway. Here's the board 4 I was talking about from McGill, playing up against Adit Bhatia, who is the captain, the national master, top board from UMass. So we got UMass in the chat actually saying that their board 4 is stronger than their rating suggests. So, all right, Bhatia trying to trade queens. Queen to c3, offering a queen trade. Queen was hit by the bishop. So looks like white has put a lot of pawns on light squares. Queen here not only offering a trade, but it's threatening to win material. This bishop on d3 is a bit of a tall pawn attacked by the knight and the queen. So GM passed pawn. This is David Liao. Saves the bishop. Says, if you take me, I'll take back like this. This does weaken the c-pawn, though. So queen takes c4 is definitely a move that could win material. It's also threatening bishop to c3, which potentially could skewer that queen and rook. So I believe there would be this queen to e2 move, which offers a queen trade. And if you grab the rook, white can win the queen there. So bishop c3, it's not the biggest threat in the world, but it is an idea that could potentially come to fruition later on. Also, giving up the dark square bishop like this might not be the best strategic plan. But okay, looks like we have a problem here. Let's check this out. Queen takes c4. Queen takes. That just drops the bishop that's on c2. So yeah, Adit should win this first round. No issues there. Let's check in on the top board from McGill. That's going to be Jerome, also known as J Game, playing up against Akalia. So UMass in the chat saying Akalia is definitely stronger than their rating suggests. So let's see how this is going. Jerome from McGill has the black pieces, 2284, so pretty strong. Definitely the rating advantage here. But the positions seems to be fairly even right now. Definitely time advantage for Jerome, but not by too much, only about 50 seconds. Still plenty of time for both sides. Looks like black just making a space for the king to step up. Both sides have a light square bishop and a knight. White's knight better placed in the center for sure. And the pawn pushes here, so it looks like white is trading off bishops and getting a passed pawn. Black, though, has an active rook. They just played rook to a2 after that a file opened. So active rook hits the knight with tempo. Perhaps looking to get behind the b pawn. That's definitely an idea. All right, let's check in on this match we haven't checked on. Broadswear versus Taisek. Taisek is Taisuke Miyamoto, second board from UMass, playing against Broadswear. This is board 3, Georges Ayoub from France. Apologies for that. All right. Both players under 2 minutes. Taisuke definitely the rating favorite here. About 100 rating points higher than Broadswear, but Taisuke is down on time. So it looks like they've moved the queen. White has a 2-on-1 advantage on the outside and is actually attacking this pawn twice now. The queen was attacking the rook, but a solid development and defensive move, as well as an aggressive move. So, yeah, I think white has the edge here, especially on the clock now. Over a minute advantage for Broadswear. That's George's. All right, black just trying to launch the h-pawn, the old h-pawn attack, but is it going to be enough? White's going to have a 2-on-none advantage. White's saying, you know what, I'm just not even going to allow you to play h4. I'm going to play h4 myself. I'm in no rush to scoop up this pawn. There's no way to defend it. All right, black, however, does have a counterpunch against the e2 pawn, and this is an important light square. Black has potential for getting these pieces over. That eval swing was huge. Luckily, Taisek is in time scramble, so the complete hang of the rook was not punished. Less than 30 seconds for Taisuk. That was a huge opportunity for UMass to get some points here, but match is not over yet. Black's still trying to infiltrate on the light squares. King stepping up, covering h3. Queen over, attacking e2 yet again. How to defend this one? Pawn push is available. Is it wanted though? Oh, we have a result. So it looks like Akalia does go down to Jerome. So top board for McGill getting the job done in round 1 to be expected. Let's check in on Nathan. Nathan, this was the first game to start. Nathan's under 10 seconds. And looks like there's mate in 1 on G2. So another point. The top 2 boards for McGill getting dubs. Taking down Nathan, board 3 from UMass. So 2-0 start. Can't complain for the Canadian team. But can UMass's top 2 boards answer back? So it looks like Adit is going to get this one done. Black is just completely winning. Takes back. Rook going to the center. So black is simply up a rook as well as some pawns. This guy is going to be hard to stop. Rook d2. A fork. Threaten the knight. Check here. Another big check. And how to finish this one off. It's not so easy. You love to bring the rook over this way, but let's check in on Tysek won. So Tysek beating Broadswear. And this is the last game of the round. So it looks like it's going to be tied 2-2 here. Rook h5 is mate. All right, that rook needed to stay there. Anyways, 2-2. Let's check on real quick on Tysek's game. What did we miss here? Okay, so we did see f3. A very odd... bishop check. Okay, that's why, discovery. Okay, so yes, Tysek did miss the free rook on a1, but it didn't matter as they've gotten the queen here. Yeah, nice taking advantage of this blunder here. Queen to c2, offering a queen trade, but the move here apparently that was needed was bishop to c5. Trying to attack the rook and block the c file. Very sensible. Okay, so 2-2 after the first round. Hello, Lance. Good to see you. Lance, I was invited to go see Chapman University's chess club on Friday. So, I don't know. What do you think? Should I go? You guys are pretty close by too, right? I think USC also invited me to go hang out on Thursday. Which, I don't know. I don't know if I want to visit them, to be honest. What time? Well, I don't know if it's open to invite. I'll have to ask Nathan. I don't know what kind of tournament it is. But if I were to visit you guys, I would want to do it before I visit them. So, who knows? Maybe I make a whole trip out of it. But yeah, Friday evening. So, I don't know. I don't know how close you guys are. Also, I know UC Irvine is nearby too. UC Irvine is still in the Chess Madness bracket. So maybe I stop by them and congratulate them and try to help support them. Who knows? We'll see. But yeah, I'm focused on these are some East Coast teams. I actually don't know where McGill is. Do you have any McGill viewers in the chat? Any Canadians that know? You couldn't make it? Okay. Yeah. Well, USC invited me to one of their tournaments and I didn't go, so I felt bad about that. Yeah, the next one's on the 31st, so that's Friday, right? McGill's in Montreal. Okay. Leave it to Wikipedia to know everything. Can always count on him. Okay. So, I have never been to Canada, but Montreal is on the East Coast. Is it as East Coast as University of Massachusetts? I don't think so. I think Massachusetts is probably farther east. They're very tense to watch the match. Is UMass Chess Club, is that Aryan in the chat? I thought you had a midterm. I guess CCL playoffs is more important. That's not you. Okay, Amherst is central Massachusetts. Well, I think Massachusetts as a state is just farther east, though, than Montreal. I don't know. How far is Montreal? You guys lost by 1 vote. That's just insane. That's crazy, man. To, what was it, San Jose State, dude? I mean, they're a dark horse. I was not, like, they were last minute. We had just accepted them to the program, and they're out the gate very hot. So I'm very proud of them. But yeah, I mean that's just an unfortunate matchup. Vanguard versus San Jose. I wish that you guys both could be in the Elite Eight. West Coast is only down to 2 schools remaining: UC Irvine and San Jose. The East Coast also only has 2 schools left. To be honest, I forgot who it is. And Central Region has 4 schools, so they're doubling the East Coast and the West Coast. They have 2 schools in Louisiana alone, so they're doing something down there. What are they putting in the water? It's those Cajun spices. Probably a lot of viewers have no idea what I'm talking about. Actually, probably our only viewers are ambassadors. I don't know. But exclamation point cap to know about the ambassador program. Exclamation point chess madness to know what the heck we're talking about. You guys are hosting a tournament tonight at 6. I didn't know you were visiting schools around now. Well, I probably can't do tonight. I mean, if I left right now, it'd take me like 2 hours. And I have a meeting actually after this match, so I'm going to be a little late to that because this match started a little late. Maybe the people that I'm meeting can watch this tournament, and I'll use that as an excuse to being late. So who knows? Also, yeah, if I visit Vanguard, I'd love to visit Chapman at the same trip. Um, so that's Tirth. Is it Tirth or Tirth? Probably Tirth. I don't know. Anywho, welcome. The last one. I forgot. I mean, I said I started with Tirth and then Tirth, so that could be the interpreted as the last one. But then I said Tirth again, so I'll stick with Tirth, I guess. Anywho. Okay, what are we looking at, folks? We're looking at the bottom board from McGill. So McGill and UMass knotted up at 2 points apiece after the first round. We've got 3 rounds remaining. $500 and the season on the line. All right, so lots at stake here. Yeah, Tirth. All right, cool. Looks like we've got an opposite side castles, a classic battle between the opposite side attacking, and it looks like white is making first contact here. The A pawn has reached A6, hitting black's defenses, forcing a response. Things are going to open up for white. King to the corner. So the pawn doesn't come with check, but it can take, and that's going to open the A file. This is going to be very hard for black to navigate. You can see the evaluation is creeping up in white's favor, but with the time difference as well, I think Taisuke should be able to convert this unless David can find some miraculous defense and time management to finish off this game. But yeah, it's going to be hard for black to create some quick counterplay against white's king as well as defend. So it looks like black's going to be able to recapture this pawn, but I don't think that's the biggest worry to come. I think that black still has to weather the storm. Bishop to e4 has been played, attacking the bishop, offering a bishop trade. It looks like, okay, queen takes pawn, doubling down on the main diagonal. Computer likes the move rook a5, very spicy move. All right, so they just trade bishops. I think the more that gets traded off the board, that's going to help David. So we'll see. Let's check on another game. We've got Akalia here, fourth board from UMass with the black pieces up against, this is Ada. So bishop and knight versus bishop and knight. Looks like white has a pawn advantage on the queen side, so we'll see if they can convert that. Let's check in on the top board. So we have Jerome versus Nathan right now. Board 1 versus board 3. This position looks fairly even. Looks like black has a bishop pair and a strong dark square bishop that's fianchettoed. White has a more active rook as well as a connected pass pawn. So that's definitely a long-term advantage. And the bishop hooks back here. Very interesting. I figure rook takes here would be strong. The eval is not calling for it as a top move, but it was better than the move that was just played. Pawn push. So perhaps worried about bishop f5. Now we have the move h5, trying to undermine this structure. So black is taking it to white right now. White's being very passive and defensive. And also, like, pushing in front of the king is kind of counterintuitive. So, all right. What's going on with this game? Yeah, this would be a huge point for UMass to take down Jerome, the top board from McGill. All right, let's check in on Amherst's top board. We've got Batia with the white pieces taking on black. And it looks like white is up a pawn. So, takes here, huh? Knight here, very intriguing. Rook takes here. Uh-oh, knight fork. Yep. Batia got on with that one. So up in exchange. Should be able to convert. Also up a lot of time as well. Let's go back to Taisuk. Taisuke. Okay, rook's doubled, right? So we want to play here to pin the queen to the king. But it's awkward. There's rook to d1 check. Rook takes. Rook takes. Queen takes. And queen takes, which would be a trade of all the rooks. So, and rook looks like it's going to come to d2 as well and pick up this b pawn. Very low time for Taisuke. So white still likes, or the computer still likes white, but time is now in David's favor. Is that Keon in the chat? All right, Batia won. Trading the rook for the knight. Also just missed a free knight right here. Here, check, trade, push, and white's promoting. So nice little in-game technique there from the top board from UMass. So they actually get their first lead of the match. Keon, if that is you or anyone from San Jose State, you guys should join the Collegiate Chess League. If you couldn't tell, this is the playoffs of the Collegiate Chess League spring 2023 season. This is something that I don't think San Jose State has ever competed in, but it is free to join for college chess clubs, and there's $30,000 in prizes in just this season alone. So we do 2 seasons a school year. It's typically $50,000 in prizes a school year. So we did 20,000 in the fall, 25, I guess, is typically what we do, but this year we did 20 and 30. So this season has $30,000. Looks like white is definitely winning this. And the difference is not only just the pawn on the outside, but that it's defended and white has the better king positioning, and also the bishop is better in these kind of games where you have pawns on both sides of the board, right? The knight was very limited, and we have resignation there. So Ada gets their second point on the board. And looks like we've got one game remaining in this round. So it looks like Thunder Pup should be beating the top board from McGill. Tysec also got their second point. So this is a huge round for UMass. Taking down the top board from McGill, assuming this position will hold for black. And looks like Jerome might be losing on time shortly or resigning, putting the rook on the promotion square and then resigning. So yeah, what a game. So white was initially favored, but at some point things turn around for black. Let's see, giving up this pawn here is not the best. What is the best here? It likes the move knight f3. Knight f3 seems very logical. This maybe was a mouse slip, but it was a free pawn nonetheless. Ooh, and then the exchange. Oh, wow. Black didn't even take. When did they take? They took right here. All right. So that was missing for quite a few people. So that's rough. All right. Anyways, let's get the point on the board for Thunder Pup. Board 3 from UMass, taking down the top board from McGill. So that's going to give them a 2-point lead going into the second half, 5-3. Hello, White Noise. Good to see you. Looking forward to joining next year. Very nice. Yeah, and you guys are in the Elite 8 of Chess Madness. So one round away. I think you guys are playing against Lafayette, who has been taking down all the California schools. They took down UCLA in the second round, which was a huge upset. And then I think they beat Fresno State. I don't know who all else, but perhaps Lafayette is just very well connected. Actually, I don't know who's winning that right now. But anyways, we're going into round 3. McGill lost from their board 1, so they're going to need a comeback. Do our best to avenge you all. Very nice. All right, round 3. We've got Broadswear versus Akalia. Board 4 with the white pieces from UMass against board 3. So Akalia, Amir, Hagani, no points yet. No points for either of these players. Only Nathan has gotten a point for players that are not board 1 and 2. Speaking of Nathan, Nathan's playing now against the board 4. So he beat the board 1. You'd think he could beat the board 4. Definitely has the rating advantage. We shall see. It's about 200 rating point difference. Hello, White Noise. Good to see you again. All right, yeah, these games have just started. Also, I want to really quickly say that this weekend, not only is it the quarterfinals for the Collegiate Chess League, and it's going to determine the final 4 for each division, as well as who's winning money and who's not. But I do want to say that we are also covering the final 4 of USCF's chess championship for colleges. Basically, it's the top 4 teams from Pan Am's, which was in January. And I believe the 4 teams involved are Webster, SLU, Mizzou, and UT Rio Grande Valley. So 3 3 Missouri schools and 1 Texas team in the mix. That's going to be hosted by Webster and streamed here live. Although not live, it's going to have a 10-minute delay for fair play. But it's going to be 3 rounds, 2 of them on Saturday, 1 on Sunday. So it's going to take the whole weekend. That's what I got looking forward to. We're going to get some fresh templates made. Who dis? Why Noise? It's a good question. This is the commissioner of the Collegiate Chess League. My name is Joe, and I'm streaming this quarterfinal match in Division 3 between UMass, Amherst, and McGill University. We're in round 3 right now. UMass has a 2-point advantage, but McGill could answer back. Only half the match has been played. We still have a whole another half. So UMass in the chat saying it seems we're taking the $500. Well, don't speak too soon. Don't jinx your team. Plenty of chess left. These Canadians are not going to go down without a fight. And we can see even here, the fourth board is putting up a good fight here. David against Nathan, who just took down McGill's top board. Yeah, Tarth is confident. Confidence is key. Can you go to Jerome's game? Here's J Game's game, also known as Jerome's game. So Jerome just lost, so Jerome needs to bounce back here. Playing against Taisuk, who is the board 2 from UMass. So the players only get harder throughout the rounds if you're a board 1. Jamming Jam. Hello. All right, so let's see. Jerome with the white pieces. Looks like both sides have a bishop pair and a knight and a couple pawns. White has a 3-on-2 majority on the outside, on the queen side, but the c pawn is backwards. It's going to be hard to push. I mean, technically you could push it now and get down into a 2-on-1. All right, so the knight is hitting the queen as well as the pawn. So queen c4 is one idea. You don't want to go here because then you're going to get skewered. White simply gives up that bishop. So now black has the bishop pair and has restored pawn balance. Heckerman cheering on Massachusetts. What is the UMass mascot? Is it just UMascot? Just kidding. Or McGill for that matter. I don't know either. Is Wikipedia still in the chat? The Minutemen. Okay. McGill are the Marlets. All right, well, I have to ask, what is a marlet? It's a mythical bird that has no legs. That doesn't seem right. Does it just never land? Does it swim in the water? I don't know. Does it make nests? It flies forever. Searching for knowledge. Interesting. Well, looks like the Minutemen are taking down the birds, the marlets. Yeah, Taisuke here is crushing now. What just happened? Pawn push, bishop takes, pawn takes. The bishop comes back, hitting the queen. And now black can simply win that pawn. They also won the a pawn, by the way. So yeah, the rook left a1, probably because the bishop. Yeah. Bishop there and rook over, your a pawn becomes weak. So black has a pawn advantage on both sides of the board. So yeah, that's not ideal. All right, let's check in on Adip Bhatia. Yeah, Jerome's gonna need a swindle. Not ideal. Okay, here looks like Bhatia has the black pieces. Eval likes white for some reason, although black's queen is getting in there. Okay, so stepping back, defending this way. King was in check, so steps back. Computer likes rook fe1. Also, white has way more time than Batia, so this could be a nice upset for McGill if they can take down Massachusetts top board. Let's check in with Nathan versus David. So David yet to get any points yet. Nathan taking down Jerome. This would be huge if David can get that point back from UMass. So, all right. Queen steps up, lining up a checkmate threat. The knight wanted to go here, believe me. But now it's pinned. Pawn push. Computer didn't like that very much. What did it want from black here? Wanted to trade rooks or play queen g5. Okay, interesting. Play here instead. And now, yeah, it wanted white to trade knights. This is the opposite of that. This is targeting the e-pawn. Okay, knight dives in, bishop takes. The pawn on f6 not only supporting the knight, but defending that diagonal. But here it looks like white's picking up some material anyways. Takes. Here it says it's still fairly even with the move queen f7. Bishop here though. Queen steps back. With check, by the way. Computer wants a queen block, but that would offer a trade. Might not be ideal. Very low time for Nathan, though, I will say. A minute advantage for black. So king does go in the corner. Knight goes back, hitting the bishop. Bishop's defending the d-pawn. Okay. Taisuk's very low on time, but very high on position. Trade, strong bishop, check, win material. Pawn push, very interesting. Pawn diamond for black temporarily. Rook takes, king hits that. So the rook's got to move. Rook's double. $10 for Taisuke though. So if anything, Jerome needs to get a flag. But it's gonna be hard. How to do that? Swindle is possible. Macaulay is also very low. This position is, well, it looks like white's up in exchange. So that's good. White's also grabbing some pawns. Should also be good. All right, Nathan and David, both under 30 seconds. Looks like Nathan's crushing. Just up a knight. Up a knight plus a pawn as well. The knight's pinned. So white should be able to win. Looks like they're going to play g4. I would have left the queen where it was, but okay, this forces a rook off. Absolute scramble on a lot of the boards. Knight wants to come here. Bishop tucks back. Okay, we have a draw between Ada and Batia. So that's a good result for McGill. Is it good enough? Rook takes e6 leads to a draw here, apparently. Uh-oh. Oh my goodness. King f6 leads to mate in 3. Rook h6 is a draw. And anything else is losing. So they found rook h6, but king f6 was the winning move, apparently. Rook check, rook block, rook check again. Wow. I actually don't know what's happening. Jerome's like getting a rook. So it's a rook versus 3 separated pawns and a bishop. Holy smokes. Was this the one that they needed to swindle? I don't know. This game, rook versus bishop, but for a pawn, should also still be a draw. Rook here, maybe. Well, now this pawn's hard to hold. I don't know. Nathan beat David. Okay. I guess we should keep an eye on this one. So, Jerome got a pawn back. Nathan's up to 2 now. That's adding on to Massachusetts' lead. Let's see. There's a check. There's a check. This should just be a draw. Akalia and Broadswear just drew by repetition. All right. That's a good result for UMass, right? Board 4. But both players didn't have any points on the board. Do you think white's going to win? All right. Well, computer actually likes black now, as you can see. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yeah, you're not stopping that A-pawn. Looks like white, you just jinxed them. It's an easy draw. Well, not anymore. Not after this. You have to give up a rook now. Taisuke is going to win now. Trade there, but bishop and pawn is going to be too strong. Jerome has way less time as well. The other pawn's coming to f2. Next move, you can't stop it. Queen. That's a free rook with check. Last hope is stalemate, but I think we're going to see resignation. Or a flag. 2 seconds. 1. Stunned. Yeah, there was a mate in 3 that was missed by Jerome way back here. I mean, credit to fight on in this position. It's very tough. You're down 2 pawns, right? Not a pleasant position to be in. And you're probably down even more. So black's completely crushing, right? You win the piece as well. At this point, it becomes a draw. But the move that was needed is king c8. King c8 is -6 for black. And king e8 is your maiden in 3. So you have a 50-50 coin toss here with the black king, and they chose the wrong way. Unfortunately, king f6 was needed here. King f6 is mate in 3. Somehow. King f6, rook g2, rook e7 check. Ah, it's rook e7 and rook d8 is the mate. Wow. Well, time pressure missed, and this allows a draw, but yeah, winning the rook was nice, but not good enough. So right here, this is the check that begins the loss, the losing sequence. There's a lot of other ways to draw this, apparently. Okay. So let's see. Taisuke got a point, right? They're up to 3 now. 7.5 to 3.5. Am I missing a game? I didn't give a point to Batia and Ada. We're both now at 2.5. Oops. So Massachusetts is actually at 8 points right now, if I'm not mistaken. And McGill is at 4. So McGill needs to sweep the 4th round to force overtime. So McGill's in a must-win situation now. Massachusetts, any draw on any board will win it. Now you can't jinx it. I don't know. McGill could sweep. It's not over till it's over. We are waiting for round 4 to start. Every player from Massachusetts could experience a major outage somehow. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? All right, McGill. Time to show UMass. This is like exactly where McGill wants UMass. They're confident. They're like, oh, someone's going to get a draw, right? Someone. But no, McGill's going to win every single board, force overtime, and then they're going to lose. Just kidding. That'd be crazy, though, if McGill forces OT just to lose. Maybe UMass is going to throw all 4 games, and then McGill is going to get swept in overtime. I'm just saying things that are possible, all right? I'm not saying it's likely or it's going to happen. Let's see. Jerome is posting in the Discord saying that they need a mod to cancel round 4 results. What is this? What is this? For the fans, for the broadcast. My meeting got pushed back, so I'm not going to be late to anything, which is nice. I would like to eat dinner, though. There's an issue while uploading the results on NACE. That's what I'm seeing on Discord, apparently. You guys broke it. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it says game 4 is 3-1 for UMass already. They did the round 3 score on round 4. Someone. Well, worst case, you guys can challenge manually. You guys can figure out who you have. I mean, it's round 4. You just have to know what color. So, like, if you've had 2 whites, you play with black. And if you've had 2 blacks, you play with white. Yeah, it's board 1 versus board 1. So, we're expecting Adit Bhatia versus Jerome. We're expecting Taisuk versus Ada. We're expecting Nathan versus Georges. And Amir versus David. I just don't know what colors it is. I mean, I could look it up, but yeah. Uh, hmm. You guys want me to look it up? I could do it. So, Batia, top board from UMass. It looks like they've had black twice. So that means that they get whites versus Jerome. Jerome gets black. So, yeah, and Jerome has had white twice. Okay, so Taisuke has had black twice. So that tells me that the top two boards for UMass get whites and the bottom two boards should get black. And flipped for McGill. I don't know. What do you guys think? You want me to write this down somewhere and send it? Do you want me to start the matches? I bet I could figure it out. I actually could. You wrote it? Do you want me to start them? Taisuke. All right, we got some UMass coming. Some UMass fans coming in now. Players are not responding. Players are not responding? What? All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. Just make sure the players should be ready. They will challenge each other. All right, here we go. We've got Nathan versus Georges. Just what I wanted. Yes, Nathan should have black. So should Amir. All right, perfect. Yeah, Batia has white against Jerome, of course. They read it and implemented it, but then, I mean, you don't know if they did or not. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know. Maybe they, I don't know. It's all good though. We'll ignore Nice. We'll ignore their platform. We will keep track of the score and the matches ourselves. As long as the games are 5-2 rated, I'm happy. So let's see. We had Nathan. Yes. With black, of course. We have Batia. We have Taisuke. Here we've got some Taisuke fans that want to see. Taisuke's got the white pieces up against Ada. These are the two highest scoring players from both teams. I know Batia and Jerome are the top two boards by rating. That's this match. The top 2 boards by performance. That's Taisuke and Ada. So I'm happy games are being played with the right time control and the right color. Yes, there is one game that is missing though. I will say, Amir versus David, and it looks like it's starting right on time. Let's see Amir's turn. Yes, Amir also has black. It's 5-2 rated, of course. Beautiful. All right, so we got round 4 underway. Everyone's playing. We'll keep an eye on Taisuke. Taisuke has 3 for 3, ladies and gentlemen. There's only been 3 rounds, so that tells me that they are perfect so far. Perfect score, flawless, going for 4 out of 4, the perfect sweep, which would clinch a win for Massachusetts. Remember, they only need a draw on either of the 4 games. McGill needs to sweep this round. That's not even to win it. That's just to simply tie and force overtime. And we have $500 on the line. If you lose, you go home with nothing. So Massachusetts versus Canada. McGill right now is representing all of Canada. UMass representing all of America. All of the US. So yeah, and actually I don't know how much the conversion is from US dollars to Canadian dollars, but $500 will go a long way for any chess club. What would you do with $500 sent to your chess club? You could buy so many chess sets and clocks. Your club would be funded till the end of the days. All right, queen check. And the king has moved. So Taisuke already in an advantage here. Yeah. White is very happy here in this position. With $500, you could also buy just a bunch of pizzas. You could have a pizza party. And just as a reminder, this is the bare minimum that these teams would win moving on to the semifinals in Division 3. If you want to see the full season's prizes, do exclamation point prize in the chat, and you will actually see that in Division 3. Let me see. Let me pull up what's the most that you can win in Div 3. If you win the entirety of Division 3, first place, you get $1,500. So, yeah. That would be 3 fourth place prizes. So that's what UMass is going for right now. UMass just needs a draw. Maybe they can find a quick perpetual somewhere. Who knows? All right, Georges is looking good here against Nathan. McGill still has their eyes on the prize. They need some dubs, and they need them quick. Georges only has a draw so far. David, bottom board for McGill, has no points yet, but this is their last chance to get on the board. So can they do it? And this is their first match where they're playing someone lower rated than them. So it's very possible that David could turn things around here for McGill. Okay. So Batia here. This game is progressing. Looks like Jerome is the favorite in terms of the evaluation bar. Both sides with 3 minutes left. But it looks like Black's king isn't very safe. I mean, honestly, neither is White's, but yeah, it looks like Black has the initiative here. All right. Thunderpup versus Georges. Nathan has quite the time advantage, but Georges has the positional advantage, it seems. Okay. And last but not least, as we've been moving around, let's stick to Taisuke. Taisuke recently followed this Twitch channel, so thank you to Taisuke if you're watching back the broadcast. and potentially an early congratulations on winning the match. And maybe gonna get the sweep of the Canadian team. So Taisuke right now is actually a little underrated in this matchup. Ada is a solid 12 rating points higher. So they're also a little ahead on the clock. Going to soon be up by 12 seconds. That 12-second, 12 elo advantage is crucial. There it is, the 12-second time advantage. All right, it's been passed, but we saw that. We all saw it. We all know when your elo and your rating are both synced in your advantage against your opponent. That is your maximum opportunity to do damage. And it looks like white has blundered now. Bishop takes a3. So Taisuke definitely missed that opportunity. If they moved when their clock was just 12 seconds ahead, like, although what's cool about the chess clock is that you could actually there's now knight takes c2. I mean, that move b3, maybe Taisuke was just feeling the pressure of the broadcast. This is such a blunder. Trade here and now, knight e3. Knight e3 just wins the rook. I mean, holy smokes, folks. Taisuke really just threw everything away. Honestly, though, I think that's the 12 rating point advantage that Ada has. You can really see it shining through now. If Jerome won last round, this is completely different. If McGill had swept the first 2 rounds, that would also be very different. I'm just kidding. Well, anyways, Taisuke looks like they're not gonna sweep. It looks like they're getting beat and they're gonna lose. Which is good for McGill, but let's check on the rest of the team. So Nathan had a bigger advantage for sure. What happened? Looks like Georges is bringing it back. All right, okay. George is down a little bit of time though, but hey, position's looking good. Let's check on Batia and Jerome. Jerome is dominating, crushing, but material is even. So what exactly is going on here? There's only one move that gives this evaluation of -6, and that move is queen to e7, tripling on the e-file. Can they find it? Rook e1 check, for example, is only -0.9, so not even a -1 for like the most obvious move in the position. And Jerome is under a minute. They've traded queens. As you can see, the eval is completely back to even. So a missed opportunity perhaps by Jerome. That would have been a huge favor for the McGill team. Let's check on the board fours. Looks like Amir has double the time that David does, but the position is still fairly even. Anything could happen there. Georges at 20 seconds on the clock against Nathan. Eval is relatively even. Black's hitting the rook. Let's see, does Georges find it? You can block with the bishop. You can move the rook. 10 seconds. You got to do something. They spent over half their time on this move. All right, trade the bishop off. The knight is hit. Again, under 10 seconds. Knight takes. Wait, did we just give up a knight for 2 pawns? Was that worth it? I have a feeling it was not. Oh, the knight was trapped. The knight was cooked. Wow. Georges wins the queen with a nice rook check. Oh my goodness. Can they survive? Oh, and they're winning the rook. No, this is just GG. You just can't lose on time, but that's huge for the McGill team. They're in a must-win on every situation. So they get the point there. Nathan resigns. So point for Georges. That's their first point of the match. Back to this one. Jerome really missed an opportunity. Both players now under a minute. Let's check on the board fours. This game's still going on. Lots of pieces left on the board. Offering a queen trade. Very interesting. This is not a favorable pawn structure for black. So Amir trying to trade queens out. This is also good for David in time scramble, when you get the queens off the board, calculation becomes that much easier, right? There's less checks to worry about. There's just less pieces, or fewer pieces, I guess I should say, grammatically. So yeah, I don't know. Pawn structure is not great, but still a lot of chess left to be played. Let's check back in on the top boards. Oh my god, Rookie 2 is -9. Wow, Rookie 2 was the only move that was completely crushing. It's still just dead drawn now. What the heck was so good? Rookie 2 was threatening Rook F2, I suppose. But, man, that's a second opportunity Jerome just completely missed. Rook A5. Rook A5, Rook B3. Okay, that was not played. You're dropping this pawn now. Rook here. Hold on. There's still chances. Black, I'd give the edge to because you have the outside pass pawn, but white's right there in time to catch it. So, I mean, it's still just completely drawn. Lots of time left. UMass only needs a draw, folks. All they need is a draw. This king can never step away from the pawn. But this is just a draw. I mean, there's no way to make progress. Unless the king just abandons the pawn, but I mean, that's what's going to make this exciting. Is it's all out, do or die for McGill. So they're not going to play for draws. They're going to play for the full send. Interestingly, white is not repeating. I mean, white's still playing for the win. Let's check on Taisuke. Taisuke's crushing. Okay, that's a resign. That's going to be it. Wow, Taisuke actually swept. I thought we jinxed Taisuke. What happened? How did you mess this up? Wait. There is one move here that wins for black. It's queen to b4. Queen to b4, which I don't know how you find that move. I guess it's just preventing the pawn from pushing. Check king here, and then there's no way to stop this guy. Just absolutely incredible. Wow. Wow. All right, well, that's it. UMass wins. Batia and Jerome drew. So, missed opportunities for Jerome, but looks like it's not going to really matter in the end because the UMass team is just winning on board 2. And this is the 4th and final game of the round, as well as the final game of the match, and the final game of McGill's season. So that's it for them. They're going to go home, and UMass is going to move on to the semifinals of the Collegiate Chess League's Division III playoffs. So they're going to take home with them at least $500. They have a chance to win even more money. So if they win in the semifinals, that puts them into the championship match. That's going to guarantee them at least $1,000, which would double up what they have right now. If they lose next round, they still have a chance to win $750 if they win the 3rd place match. So basically, no matter what happens next weekend, UMass is guaranteed another match. So they've got 2 games left in their season now. Yeah. Looks like we have this game ending in checkmate from David. So first point for them on the board. But yeah, final score 9.5, 6.5. McGill tried to make it close in the end. They fell short at the hands of Taisuke as well as Adip Batia, both of which did not lose a single game. Taisuke won all 4, and Audit got 2 wins and 2 draws for 3 out of 4. So between the top 2 boards for Massachusetts, they got 7 of their 9.5 points. A strong showing by them to end McGill's season and to continue the season of their own, leading them to semifinals and, yeah, guaranteeing them at least a 4th place prize of $500. So congrats again to UMass, and good luck in the semifinals next weekend. If you guys want to check out the standings in the brackets, if you do !NACE, that should take you to it looks like the brackets. Let's see. Division 3, who are they going to play against? This match was rescheduled a little early, so it looks like they're going to play the winner between Indiana University and Temple University. So I do know that Wikipedia, Jeffrey, was in the chat earlier. That's the captain of Temple. They're going to take on the Hoosiers at Indiana, and the winner between that match is going to play UMass in the semifinals. So, and that's again another $500 match on the line. So, yeah, exciting stuff. Good match. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. Congratulations to UMass, and good luck next weekend. So, thanks everyone. We're gonna send you off on a raid. Just a reminder, we will have some more quarterfinals matches to go over this weekend, but we are mainly going to be covering the Final Four, which is taking place at Webster University in St. Louis. That is the USCF championship. So those top 4 teams from Pan Am's are Webster, SLU, Mizzou, and UT Rio Grande Valley. We're going to be covering all 3 of those rounds. It's a round robin format. It's going to take place on Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, and we have some Grandmaster commentators for that as well. So be sure to check that out. And yeah. All right, I'm done. I'm going to see you guys later. Take care and have a great rest of your week. All right. Bye.